live God's light.
Thank you.
The next thing that they're saying is that the kids, whoever the kids are, that the kids need a place, a space that they can be their very different, weird, unique self
Yes,
and explore God too.
yes.
The angels are just, I think, in general, talking to all of you, that remember it's important for all of us to keep growing our light, because in big ways and small ways, we are touching others. We can know it, we cannot know it, but as your light grows and expands and it touches just a little more, it touches a little more. So it's important for all of us to keep growing in light and being committed to light and holding light in some sad times or dark times or whatever we perceive it to be, that we have to keep on that path, keep on that path. I remember a while ago we had owls, and redbird, and now there's, I don't really know, possibly an eagle, but it's a big bird, and it's just like, if I could see the sun is just glinting, and you can just see its wings that are just beautiful moving, and it's like the sun is hitting it looks like a golden bird, so I don't know what bird is golden, but it looks beautiful out there. And again, y'all pay attention to signs. Spirit can bring birds as a symbol that the angels are with you, that Spirit is with you. So in your own life, begin to just kind of notice or pay attention to signs. Okay, so I'm standing here, and then I've got a mom and a mom. So someone possibly might have two moms, maybe adopted mom and a real mom, or maybe like you were kind of raised by your grandma, and so something about two moms. And then, and back to Patty. So a Patty or Patricia, anybody?
My mother's name is Pat.
And what's your name?
Marilyn. My mother's name is Patience,
Patience, that's a cool name.
but they call her Pat.
Becky or Rebecca?
That's for me, sorry, it's Twyla. My mom is Patricia.
Patricia.
And I wrote a question about the name Rebecca on my paper.
Okay, here's
My mother, she has a bird window that we have all these birds that come every day to our house to feed them.
Okay, here's some different things in no particular order. Okay, and you mentioned your mom, but I feel like there's someone in spirit that feels like a mom. So it could be a grandma, you know what I mean? I don't know, but it feels there's a very motherly kind of energy coming to you from spirit. And she's saying to tell you thank you, that you're doing God's work on a personal level. And she says to tell you thank you. And she's saying that things will quickly change by the end of this year. So you don't have to think like forever and ever, or it's just today to be where you are and to be well with where you are, and know that by the end of the year things will be different. By the end of the year things will be different. And that will be okay too. That everything is okay. The next thing the angels are talking to you, and the angels are saying that, that's funny, that other girl's word, that patience has never been one of your virtues, and that you should work on patience, and that, there's God's timing, divine timing, and sometimes it's exactly when we want it, and sometimes it's not, and so just get you like a little affirmation that, I trust divine timing, I know divine time is working for me, divine time is working in my life and all my affairs, whatever it might be, but get something that I know it, I know it, I know it, I have faith in it, I know it. And Spirit is saying that allow yourself, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Sometimes in life we have lots of movement, but sometimes we're just kind of breathing. And Spirit said, give yourself a break to just breathe. Give yourself a little bit of space to. And maybe on the earth we see that as bad. Oh, she's lazy. Look at her. She ain't doing nothing over there. Maybe we see it as bad, and we have all these things in our head about just allowing peace or nothingness or rest or waiting. And so Spirit is just saying, give yourself a break. Give yourself a break that you don't have to do, go, be all the time. That you can allow breathing, just kind of resting, waiting, allowing. By the end of this year, your life will have changed a lot, and you'll be back on the move, on the go, up and about, etc. But there's a little lull in the middle, and be peaceful with the lull, and don't feel bad or anxious or guilty or whatever the words are. And the next thing that they're saying is that whoever the mom on the earth plane, she needs you now, and there will come a time soon, whatever soon is, that you won't be able to do that. So that's all good too. That's all good too. So don't say, oh my God, forever, never, oh my God, I've got to do it. But today it's okay. Today it's okay. Spirit is saying that being in a place where you can watch the birds and see the birds and notice the birds, that's a very good thing. Because it doesn't happen often or long enough as might should. And so they're just saying, use that as a gift. Use it as a gift. They're talking to you, it reminds me of here when I was driving up, I was thinking, I bet they can see the stars at night. I was thinking, I bet they get to sit outside and they get to hear, crickets and birds and animals that we don't really hear in the city. And I was thinking about how cool that is if they see the stars and they hear these birds and stuff, the animals, the crickets, whatever they are out there. And Spirit is saying, you take the time to notice that. You take the time to just be in that frequency right now. No hurry, no pushing, no guilt, no whatever. That you should be more. That thought of that this moment is not enough, because that's a lie. This moment isn't. Now, will it be this way forever? No, not even for a whole year. You know what I mean? So not that long, really. So an older woman in spirit, that felt like a mom, but then there's another woman in spirit, so that doesn't feel like a mom, and just more like friend or whatever. And so this other person in spirit is saying, God is funny. God leads us even when we don't know it. Even when we think, oh, yeah, this happened and it's weird, and we don't see any connection, but God is in that, and God is working. And the other person, the younger one in spirit, is saying, God is working in this. God is working in this. The angels are talking to you about keep doing your healing practice, whether that is practice Reiki, I don't know what kind of healing you do. So, distance healing, in-person healing, keep doing your healing practice. It's good for you, it's good for the world, it's good for others, and it increases your messages. there's someone in spirit, Dean Martin. So, and that's funny. There's somebody else in spirit and they're smoking a joint. That's funny. And then that book, Dick and Jane. So does anybody know any of that?
My father-in-law's Dick, and my dad is Dean.
What's your name?
Shelley.
Shelley. The person in spirit has a D like David, DR, like Don Robert on his shirt. Do you know a DR?
Dick Reed.
Okay, I want to come to you. The person with the DR is saying, on the earth plane, you know, it gets foggy sometimes. And when you get to spirit, you get to see the bigger picture. And someone on the earth plane that you might have hated, you get to spirit and you see it totally different. Or someone, like in the family, maybe if you have conflicts, oh, blah, 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 you know, that when you get to spirit, you see that all differently. And he's just saying, I see things differently. Remember, my sight has been my like a perception has been widened. And so however things were, I realize, like on the airplane, we say they're good, they're bad. We say, you know, I like them, I don't like them. We have words like that. But he's just saying, like, I've seen that bigger picture now, and I realize that every single person is a child of God. I realize that every single person makes mistakes. I realize that every single person is worthy of God's love. So he's saying that he's just grown in his ability to see and perceive and allow and love, I suppose, like every person. So maybe if someone had conflicts with him or he had conflicts with other, I think that he's working through that and moving through that. And then the other man, Dean Martin, and you know, when I think of like the TV and stuff, you know, kind of just like good energy, and the person in spirit is showing that too, that like he had an energy about him and a spirit about him, and he says, I still have that. I still have that. And he's saying to tell you that he loves you, and he's saying, you know, the world is so fast now. He's saying, remember, you don't have to get caught up in it. You know, like the tweets and Twitter and the you know, the all the time. He's saying, remember that you don't have to be a part of that. You can be your own speed, your own vibration. He says that in his life, he was his own speed, his own vibration. And he says he didn't get caught up in a lot of drama and all that. And he's saying he wants to remind you to be that too, to, you know, be your own speed, your own energy kind of manager. You don't have to get caught up in everything. And the angels are talking to you, and the angels are saying that they've been knocking at your door lately. And that could be really, you've heard knocking in your house, or maybe like the door is open. He's like, gosh, I don't know how in the world is the door going to, like a kitchen cabinet is open, you walk in there. So anyway, the angels are saying they've been knocking on your door lately. And they're saying that they want to work with you on a more personal level. And so I don't know if you do prayers to angels, if you call upon angels, but I would, you know, tell you I think you should start. That you should start trying to get in a connection with you and the angels. And there's probably lots of books that can help you do that, maybe an angel meditation tape, something like that. But find something that vibrates to you, that you think, oh, I can do that. You know, some stuff you're like, oh, you got to sit like this and do your hands like this, and oh, God, I ain't doing all that. You know, so just find something that you can, yeah, I can do that, you know. And then begin to use it and use it. They're saying we want you to feel our presence. You know, to feel an energy that you're just like, oh my God, they're here, I know they're here, I can feel the love, I can feel the spirit right now. And so find, again, I use a rattle, I use oil, I do these things for me. But find what works for you and do it again and again and again and again.